Hello, my name is Cherie Leonard, and I am here to help you create the life you love. So, this is what I call Pearls of Wisdom. If you don't follow me on Facebook, follow me there. You'll see lots of my Pearls of Wisdom videos. And if I can ever figure out how to update them to YouTube, I will on my new device. I can't figure it out, but I will. So, I am going to now re-record what I did on Facebook Live and put it here on YouTube Live. So today, in our Pearls of Wisdom, we're talking about be present and how you should be present. And I'm going to tell you where this came about. So I recently went on vacation and I was with my friend and he said to me, I guess I was in lost in my thoughts or whatever. And he was like, would you please just be present? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, no, I need you to be present. I need you to be here in this moment. And I'm one of those people who think that, okay, I'm here, I'm on vacation. So yeah, I vacated my life. So I am present. But I'm also someone, when someone gives me some suggestions on ways that I can be a better person today than I was yesterday, that I do pay attention to what they say and start to think about it. And so I thought about it and I do realize there is some room for plenty of room for improvement. So, and then I thought about something I read some time ago that said that women are like spaghetti and men are like waffles. And if you think about spaghetti, you can't tell the beginning from the end, what started where, whatever. And that is how sometimes women's brains work. We're thinking about so many things all at once. But if you think about how a waffle is made, a waffle is compartmentalized. And so and that's how men think. They one compartment at a time. They and I don't know how they have the luxury of doing that. But hopefully at the end of this today, you'll find that there are some things that maybe you can do, and certainly things, tips that I'm going to take away to try to be better in that space of being present. So why is it that we struggle? And part of it is because we never shut up. We are constantly talking to ourselves. What didn't I do yesterday? What do I need to do for tomorrow? And we can't seem to shut our minds down. And so, but what do we mean by being more present? We need to be more focused on today, without distractions, but that without wanting to be somewhere else, and without being in our heads and lost in our thoughts. And I'm notorious for being lost in my thoughts. So I started doing a little research online to try to determine what are some things that I can do to make it better. And so one of the things that I read says keep your focus on the present moment. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to do that. Move at a steady and calm pace. Sometimes when we have so much going on and we're trying to think and remember to do this, that, and the other, we're running all over the place and not even accomplishing much at all. Being in tune with ourselves and our surrounding and accepting without judgment whatever thoughts we're aware of that arise in each moment. Those are some things that we can do. So, how do we stay in the present moment? So, the first thing you can do is notice your surroundings. Really look around and see what's around you. If you're in a building, how many windows are there? What do you see outside the window? What's in the room and the space around you? If you're outside, what do you feel? Do you feel air, or the wind blowing? Do you see the trees rustling or trees falling from the trees? Do you see beautiful flowers? Are there cars going by? What is it that you see? And noticing your surroundings and help you stay in that moment. Because if you're thinking about your surroundings, you can't think about what you didn't do yesterday. Second thing is you need to focus on one thing at a time and to not don't get stuck into multitasking. Um, and if you find that you are, say this is your time when you want to just read a book and you find yourself getting distracted or whatever, just redirect yourself and provide yourself a little grace for the fact that you did get distracted, recognize it, and get back to the task at hand. We can be grateful for what we have now. And I think that is something that so many of us struggle for because we're always working to improve something in our lives. We want a better car, we want a better house, we want a better marriage, we want whatever it is that we want better job. And we want those things, but we aren't spending time to be grateful for what we have today. That's how you stay in the moment. That's not to say that you should not be spending time um, trying to improve your life, but you do need moments where you're focusing on and being grateful for what you have today. So how do you do that? Do you need to make a list of the things that you have that you're grateful for? And then every day review that list, or just say, hey, if you're spiritual, God, I thank you for these things that you have in my life, that you've given me in my life. I'm so grateful for them. Another thing we can do is to accept things as they are and not how we want them to be. Women in particular, are really good at this. Women are really good at seeing a man and seeing his potential and what we think he can do, or where he can be, or who he can become, instead of accepting for who he is today. Women do that. Women marry a man for potential, and then men marry a woman hoping she'll never change. And so we do that to one another. But I guess in this instance, I'm not just speaking to women, but just in general, to accept things and people as they are and not who you want them to be, because you miss out on a lot. So many women are in marriages and they're hoping that their husband's going to change, going to change. And then 10 years down the line, she's fed up. And he's like, what? I've been like this my whole life. Like, what are you mad about? I've always been that way. And so I want us to be mindful of that. Practice mindfulness meditation. I had to think and research some of this. And that is the mindfulness meditation is being aware. What are the sounds around me? What do I hear? What do I feel on my skin? Is there a breeze blowing, or is there a fan blowing if you're inside? What are your thoughts? Observe things like clouds passing by or whatever. Your breathing. Are you taking deep breaths? What are your breath feels like as you're taking these deep breaths? If you're chewing, what are you tasting? What is this? Chew slowly. Put your fork down in between chewing just so you can enjoy and savor your meal. Those are things and part of the mindfulness meditation. Another thing you could do is spend time with people who make you feel happy and fulfilled. I know in our lives, in our work lives, or even in some of the extracurricular activities we have to do, we end up spending time with people that we really don't want to spend a lot of time with. But I want you to be intentional about spending time with people who make you feel happy and fulfilled. Because if you're feeling happy and fulfilled, it helps you to stay in the moment, because you want to continue that feeling of happiness and fulfillment. Be mindful of everything you do. Back to that, don't multitask. If you are eating and watching TV, you really most likely did not enjoy your meal. And if you're married or living with someone, or someone cooked you a meal and you haven't really savored, I mean, that's almost an insult to the person, right? They took the time to make the meal and you're not even enjoying it. Or if you are at dinner with someone and you're in your phone, or the person across from you is in their phone, that is so, it drives me insane, because you want to be in the moment with the person you're there with. You want to spend time with the person that you're there with. And so enjoy it. Enjoy that meal. What does it taste like? How does it feel on your tongue? What are the spices? Enjoy it. When was the last time you actually enjoyed a meal? So take the time to do that. Practice deep breathing exercises. A lot of the different research I saw said, okay, yes, take some deep breaths and just feel your breath as you are inhaling and exhaling. Some of us need to take a social media break. And I know I'm on here on social media, but I'm telling you, sometimes people need to take a break. Now, I've had friends who said they've completely deleted the apps off their phone. I've had others who said, nope, I'm just going to delete the notifications. So when I do go to social media, I'm intentional. Them notifications on your phone can be so darn distracting. You could be completely focused on something and you hear that little ding or whatever that message is that lets you know, hey, somebody's trying to notify you of something. And it could be something so minor. And then you can get lost down a rabbit hole 30, 40 minutes later, just because you looked, because somebody liked your picture or whatever. So take a social media break sometime. And then regular exercise and yoga, of course, can also help you stay in the moment. And I know people are, if you're like me, sometimes you're just feeling so overwhelmed. You're like, I can't even stay in the present moment because I'm just overwhelmed. And so here's some things you can do if you're feeling overwhelmed. So one of the things I found interesting is something called doing a body scan. And this is really when you are just taking notice of your body from head to toe. How does your head feel? Your neck, your shoulders? Are you feeling any pain anywhere? And just go all the way down your body. When you're so focused on how you're feeling from head to toe, you're not distracted or thinking about other things, and you are truly present in the moment. Focus on your five senses. Take a deep breath. Once again, here's that. Slow down a little bit. Hey, slow down and take time to enjoy your lunch. Take 10 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes, and sit down and just enjoy your coffee and not be drinking, trying to do your hair, trying to do your makeup, do everything all at once. Slow down. When you slow down, you can think better, you can relax better, you're much more focused, and you're in the moment. And then sometimes we need to narrate our actions. And I found that very interesting. So in this research I was doing, it said if you're cutting carrots, tell yourself, I'm cutting carrots. And you sit there and you just cut those carrots, but you're in that moment. If you are, I'm in the process of writing a book. So today I said to myself, I turned off everything, no TV, no music, no nothing. And I said, okay, for this next hour, I'm going to be in this moment and I'm going to work on this book. And so that was how I was narrating my actions. Now, did I say that out loud? Like, hey, Cherie, you're going to write on your book today? No, but I did say in my mind, this is the moment that I'm giving myself, the time period I'm giving myself to do this for me. So what are some benefits of being present and staying in the moment? You can reduce depression and anxiety. You're more efficient in your work. You're more efficient in your household. It builds better relationships. No one wants to, have you ever, and for the ladies out there, and I'm sure men have plenty of examples too, but right now I'm talking to the ladies. Ladies, you sit there and you're trying to talk to your man about something, but some game is on. He hasn't heard a word you said, not a word. But if he can learn to be in the moment, you can learn when is a perfect time to have that conversation with him, because probably when he's watching TV, he can't be present for you right now. Um, but when you can do that in your relationships and to be present in that relationships, what a great difference that can make in that relationship. So these are just a few tips and that I have for you about being present. I hope that has helped you. Again, my name is Cherie LaMour. I am an abundant life coach, and I'm here to help you create the life you love. All right, I will see you. I will post one of these pearls of wisdom once a week going forward. So I look forward to your comments and thoughts. Thank you so much. Please like and share and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.